December 11th. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I hope you're ready for today's episode of Hashtag. That's right. Let's go. Hashtag Rise. Man, I need that video.
Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the number one most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Hold on just a second. I got to do something real quick. Hop, hop, hop in here. Live. Let's go. Hashtag Rise and Grind. Isn't this social media stuff crazy? Isn't it crazy? All the different things that we can do, social media, all the different strategies that we can try, all the different, it's just fun. It is such a fun season of life on this planet, of being a human being that we exist in. Today is Wednesday, December 11th, 2019. That's right. Today is Wednesday, December 11th, 2019. And I have to remind myself one more time, today is Wednesday. That's right. Today is Wednesday, December 11th, 2019. I have to remind myself one more time because yesterday I thought was Wednesday. And so I started a training with Carter Myers Automotive Group, and the training's actually not till today, but I thought it was yesterday. Anyways, long story short, I forgot what day it was. But today is Wednesday, December 11th, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the very first and very last time it will ever be Wednesday, December 11th, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this incredible day. Fair enough? Let's make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Ben St. Hours, that's my dude. He was right there for me yesterday. He's the man. My comments aren't scrolling this morning. So we only have 14 days until Christmas. Can you believe it? We have 14 days until Christmas, dude. It is flying by. I'm telling you, all my car peeps, I'm telling you, dude, right now, get the Christmas shopping done today. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna do it on Saturday, or I'm gonna do it on Sunday, or I'm gonna do it whatever. You're gonna keep pushing it off. You're gonna keep pushing it off. You're gonna keep pushing it. Next thing you know, it's gonna be here, and you're gonna be running around like I used to be on Christmas Eve at CVS trying to find something nice for your girlfriend. And you ain't gonna find anything nice for your girlfriend or for your wife or for your kids at CVS on Christmas Eve. Okay? So do it today, dude. 14 days. It's almost here. But listen, it's crazy. You can do it. I know you can do it. But you're like, well, how, Glenn? How am I supposed to go get this stuff done? I've got work. We've got work to do. We've got all these different, Christmas parties that I need to attend to. We've got, we've got to decorate the house. We gotta set that up. And of course, it's got to be this big, massive display because my neighbor, he does a little bit different than I do. And I got to keep up with him. I got to make sure that, my house is over the top, and then I got to spend time with my family. Of course, I got to do that. I got to make sure that I spend all kinds of time with them. And then there's Game of Thrones reruns that I need to watch, because I bought the set. I was going to use it as a gift, but then I kept it for myself. And so we got the Game of Thrones reruns, and Disney Plus just came out, and it's got the Mandalorian or whatever from Star Wars. I'm trying to keep up on all that. So Glenn, I don't have time, man. I don't have time to get all of this Christmas stuff done. I don't have time to go get my shopping. I just don't have time, right? That's how it feels. And today I can help you with that. Today I'm going to help you acquire, I'm just going to help you increase your output. How about that? I'm going to help you increase your output today for this season so that ultimately you can create a life where you get more done, right? Where you get more done ultimately, not just in December, but you can get more done in January and in February and in March and all those other months that come after that. Now, yesterday we talked about the mean old Grinch, right? We talked about how to keep the Grinch away during this crazy, busy, all over the place season. And so we went through a couple things. We were like, okay, we need to take advantage of the season, like really pour into our people, really get all Christmassy. And I think like Sarah Ball was riding around in a village yesterday on a bicycle with like a ugly Christmas sweater on, and like it was like 10 degrees or something, and it was like raining, and she was out there just spreading holiday joy, and she hit a pothole and she fell down and everybody laughed at her and all kinds of stuff, but she laughed and she had fun, right? And that's what I want you to do. I just want you to embrace the season, right? Like take advantage of this opportunity to spend some time with friends, family, and really spread joy, right? Really extract the joy out. A lot of times the world takes the joy, squishes it in. I want you to bring it out because we have an excuse, right? People are like, oh, well, it's Christmas, so that's why. So spread the joy. I also want you to take a look. We talked about this yesterday. Take a look around and realize all of the abundance that exists in the world. You can go out there. You can chase your dreams. You can fulfill your visions. It all exists. We also talked yesterday about how gifting is a 7-letter word for serving, which is also a 7-letter word, but gifting is just a 7-letter word for serving. So really be thoughtful with your gifts and find out how you can serve more people. We talked about reading a book this season to keep the Grinch away. Make sure that you're reading a book, filling your mind, still growing and getting educated. Don't just fill your bellies with a bunch of food, but fill your mind as well. And then we talked about performing a self-check, right? Just taking a look and saying, hey, where am I today? Where was I last year? Have I progressed over the last 12 months the way that I want to? And if so, what actions did I take over the last 12 months to get me to where I am today? Because we want to do more of those actions, right? Or if you looked and you're like, actually, I degressed, I'm not where I want to be, or I didn't have enough acceleration in my life that I wanted, then we have to take a look at our actions and say, what do we need to do different going forward in this new year, right? So that we can go out there and crush it. So we talked about doing those 5 things to keep the Grinch away yesterday. And I'm going to give you 5 more things today to help you keep the Grinch away. So we're going to tackle both sides, right? I'm going to give you 5 things to help you keep the Grinch away. I'm also going to give you 5 strategies that you can use so that you can better execute on your time, so you get a little bit more time this holiday season and going forward like that. Cool, right? So I'm going to give you 5. I'm going to give you 5. We're going to run through this stuff fast. But before we do, you know what we got to do. Now, I think yesterday I was looking at this and it felt a little... Did it feel a little loud? Is that music a little loud, or can you hear my voice? As long as you can hear my voice, then the music can be loud. But if you can't hear my voice, then we got a problem. Hey, for those of you who know, those of you that don't know, we're going to dance a little bit. This is the part of the show. I need you to get that body moving, get that blood flowing, get that heart pumping. This is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we could change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way people start their day is for you to hit that share button. That's right. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I'll say what's up back. Dude, I got to give a shout out. I'm seeing all kinds of 800% club members up in here this morning. What's up, Mike Higdon? How you doing, David Hook up in the house? What's up, Travis Flaherty? Jeremy Noling's up in here. How you doing, Miss Liza Myers-Borges? We have Q&A session today. What's up, Kara Jackson? Dottie Spears is up in here. Laura Berman, Jeremy George. What's up, Spencer Nicholson? How are you? We've got Tabby Negrit. How you doing, Lauren Sampson Scott? Terry LaPierre, Mr. Rick Tamburino. What's up, Farm Girl? Kim Wilson, Mr. Jesse I Can Sparkman. Eric Willeroy's up in here. We've got Vicky Everett, Janelle Griego. We've got James Gavin, Ray Hatcher, Mr. Adam Aarons. Always a pleasure to see you. What's up, Michael Anthony Johnson Sr.? That's what I'm talking about. Don Sankey, another one of my 800% club members up in here. Pam Biddle, Neil Amaral. How you doing, Joanna Cooper Hamilton, Megan DiMartino, Jessica, Stephen, Nevitt, Mike Hubbard, Shauna Phillips, Daniel Vanderborn. Wow. Gail B. Graft and Sarah Ball. Of course, there's Brad Smith and Michael Mills. Yes, sir. Give my friend Daniel Vanderbaum. What's up, Daniel Vanderbaum? I'm so glad you're here. Looks like you're a friend of Michael Mills. Any friend of Michael Mills is a friend of mine. Miss Margot Miller, hi. Great to see you. What's up, Jeff Baker? Oh, I love it. Everybody's up in here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Do you realize how crazy you are? Do you realize how crazy you are? How crazy this is? That there can be this many people in a room together at 5:40 in the morning. What's wrong with you people, they say? What are you doing getting up so early? What do you mean you wake up at 3:50 in the morning? Have you lost your mind? And I have lost my mind just a little bit because I stinking love it. I can't get enough of it. I love interacting with you, Whitney Wells. I love seeing Josie Evans. I love seeing Pam Biddle first thing in the morning. I absolutely love hashtag Rise and Grind. I love this group of crazy people. Yesterday, I meant to post the video. Scott Simons, yesterday, he was running with David Goggins, the Can't Hurt Me Navy SEAL dude that's like nuts. And they did this massive run yesterday, and they had to do all these push-ups and sit-ups and so on and so forth during the run. And like, I've got cool friends, man, because I was getting pictures from Brian Benstock. My man Brian Benstock was sending me pictures of David Goggins. He also sent like a video of what they were doing. He had them. David Goggins had these guys out in a circle at like 15-degree temperatures at 5 a.m. And he's just like, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. He's got them doing jumping jacks. He's got them doing sit-ups like out there in the woods with trees and stuff. And Scott's like Scott did a live video at the end. And Scott Simons is just like, I did it. I didn't want to quit, but I did it. I mean, he looked beat. I was like, dang, these people are crazy. But you know what? It's a good crazy. It's a good, strong crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, I love hashtag Rise and Grind. I love what it does. I love the connections that it makes. As a matter of fact, yesterday, one of our Rise and Grind members, we got a couple members here, but one of our members, Margot Miller, she's in here right now. Her daughter wanted to do a lemonade stand a little while back, and she spelled aid wrong, right? Instead of ADE, she put AID, and it became like a little bit of a thing in local news. And she decided she wanted to raise money for retired veterans. Like, for some reason, her family's not military whatsoever, but God put it on her heart to raise money for retired veterans. And so she sold a bunch of lemonade, and she's been doing a bunch of things for these veterans. Well, she decided they got 10 blessing bags. Or backpacks. They got 10 blessing backpacks, and then she decided, I believe it's Anna Lee is how you say her name, but she decided that she was going to like raise money to fill the backpacks and to give them to these retired veterans. So I saw this yesterday, and I was like, man, this is awesome. So if you could do me a favor today, if you could go and just follow her page, at very least follow her page, the Lemonade Stand, AID. If you could follow her page, that would be stinking awesome. She is a Rise and Grinder down in Tennessee. She's amazing. If you want to donate to her cause, that's cool. But most importantly, I just want you to support this young lady. Like, here's another thing that's cool. So she made that post, and then Danelle Delgado, my dear friend, made this comment right here. Like, in her post, she says she's trying to raise $750 to fill the bags. And Danelle says, I love it, young lady. When you get to your goal of $750, let me know. I will match it. Way to change the world. Like, how stinking cool is that, right? Like, so stinking cool. And that's just one of the things that I love about hashtag Rise and Grind, is we're just this group of crazy people that are out there trying to change the world. So do me a favor, support her on that lemonade stand. But we've been talking about the season and the holidays and how busy it gets and so on and so forth. And believe me, I understand busy. We've been doing the blessing backpacks here at hashtag Rise and Grind. We've been distributing planners like crazy all over the United States here on hashtag Rise and Grind. We're getting people enrolled. We got the honor and the blessing of being able to build this incredible thing called Rise and Grind University. And so people have been signing up for that. And then, of course, we've got like parties. My wife had us go to this awesome Christmas party yesterday. So we got the parties, and we've got of course, we've got kids. We've got, a whole bunch of kids. We got kids everywhere. And then we've got this show, hashtag Rise and Grind, that we do every single day of the week that I absolutely just love sharing with you guys. And then we've got this new house that we're putting together. I put together a whole bathroom. So we've got the house, and then, we've got, my office here. I've got to, when you own your own business, you got to, and you don't have any employees, you got to take out the trash. You got to vacuum. You got to take care of the office. You got to do all of those things. Next week, I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to Dallas, spend a couple days with Matt Monero and Judge Graham. And so, yes, it's just such a busy season, right? It just gets so busy. And so the question is, how do you get it all in? How do you get it all in? How do you get all the stuff that you need to do, plus all the bonus stuff? Let's face it. If I asked you 3 months ago if you were busy, you'd say, yeah, I'm busy. Or if I said, how are you doing? You'd say, oh, I'm good. I'm just busy. Right? And if I asked you 6 months ago, how are you doing in June? You'd say, I'm good, but I'm busy. If I asked you in March, you'd say, oh, I'm good, but I'm busy, right? Let's just face it. You weren't just busy in December. You were busy 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 9 months ago. We're always busy. That's what we do. So then you add on all this extra Christmas stuff. Are you kidding me? You add on all the parties and the gifting and the travel and all the extra things that come along with it. If you were busy before, man, so it's dude, how do I get this all in? Glenn, how do I get this all in? And so I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you get it all in this holiday season. Fair enough? All right. Tip number 1, I need you to stick to your morning routine. I need you to stick to your morning routine. I don't know why that's showing up like that where you can still see me on both sides, but it is. I need you to stick to your morning routine. So one thing that tends to happen during these seasons of busy is we tend to lose the priority of how important our morning routine is, right? We forget how important it is. We start saying, oh, well, I don't have time for exercise because I got to squeeze in all this extra stuff. Or I don't have time to really dedicate that time to my gratitude list and to my goals because I've got this extra stuff layered on top. Or I'm traveling, so I'm in a different place. I'm in an uncomfortable place. Maybe I'm in a hotel, or I'm at a family member's house. So I really don't have my space that I typically use for my morning routine. And I'm here to tell you, you got to stick to it. You absolutely have to stick to your morning routine. It is one of the most important things that you can do in this season. You see, where did that picture come from? As you travel through all of this, that morning routine is what's going to ground you. It's what's going to give you that reset button every day that's going to keep you from the anxiety kicking in, that's going to keep the stress from overwhelming you. Your morning routine needs to stay solid. It has to be a priority. Do not let it go, especially during this season. Please stick to your morning routine. The second thing is I need you to do something called eat the frog, as they say. Right? Eat the frog. When you're studying success principles, they talk often about how that thing that's the hardest for you, the last thing that you want to do, the thing that's the biggest project for you, you want to do that first. Eat the frog first. So when you go into your day, first thing in the morning, you do your morning routine. And then the next thing that I want you to do, you've gotten ready, you're prepared for the day, whether you're going into the office or, if you're a homemaker, you're going into the schooling the children like my wife does or whatever it is. I need you to eat the frog first. So what's biggest on your plate? What's the biggest challenge? What's the thing you want to do least? What is the thing that's going to take the most time? Do that sucker first. All right. There's a book about this called Eat the Frog. It's awesome. You can check it out. That could be your book that you read this holiday season, but I want you to attack that first. Once you get that out of the way, the other things get a little bit easier. You're not worried about it. It's not on the back of your mind. You got to complete that cycle so that you can move on and be more efficient in other areas. Number three thing that I need you to do this holiday season is I really want you to collaborate with others. Okay? I really want you to collaborate with others. This is where you become a unified front, right? Honey. Okay, to all my ladies out there, to your husbands, I don't want you to just assume that your husband knows what you need him to do. I don't want you to just hope that he will rise to the occasion. I want you to look him in the eyeballs and be like, yo, here's what I need accomplished, done, not on my list. I'm not going to check in. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to follow through and make sure you did it. Do A, B, C, D, E. Whatever it is, give us a list, right? Collaborate with your partners. Next week, I'm collaborating with Judge Graham and Matt Monero. We're doing this whole website build. We're knocking out a bunch of content, so on and so forth. So they're going to help me elevate my company in this busy season. You need to collaborate with your employees and say, hey, I need you here. I need you doing this. Here, we got a Christmas party coming up. You're in charge of this. You're in charge of this. You're in charge of this. I'm not going to follow up. I'm not going to make sure it gets done. I trust you. Go, right? Hand some stuff out. Collaborate. Work as a team, as a cohesive unit to get things done. Don't take all this stuff on your own shoulders. I know that's what you want to do. You're a rising grinder. You get up early in the morning. You crank. You got this, right? Don't do it. Not this season. I really need you to collaborate. Number 4 is you got to make a plan. Please, please, please make a plan. Write it down. Check it off. Set reminders. High performers plan. You cannot go about this willy-nilly. The time goes by like this. Are you kidding? We got 14 days till Christmas of 2019. How fast has this year gone by? You got to have a plan, man. And I'm talking like granular. I don't have my planner right here. If you open up my planner, I got a plan this morning. It's like, boom, do the show. Boom, do some birthday. Just send out encouraging messages. Boom, spend time at the house from 7 to 8 with the kids. Boom, make sure you're in the shower. Boom, make sure you're back at the office training with Carter Meyer's automotive team. Boom, clear out the email. Boom, I got a plan, man. I got a plan because there are so many distractions coming your way this season. If you don't have a plan, you ain't getting it done. Just letting you know, just being honest. And then the 5th thing to help you get it all in this holiday season, the 5th thing that I want to share with you is stop trying to get it all in. Stop trying to get it all in. Listen, man, you were busy before. We talked about this. You were busy 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 9 months ago. It's not like there was extra hours in the day all of a sudden. You didn't have time to do all this stuff before. You're not magically now just going to have all types of time. So stop trying to get it all in and don't be afraid to just say no. You can't do everything. You can't go to every party. You can't attend everything. You can't say yes to every request. Willow opened up the book. She wanted to look at her presents, what presents she wants. So she opened up a catalog, and guess what she circled in the catalog? Everything. Every single toy in the catalog. Willow said, I want that for Christmas. 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 What's the answer? No. I need you to say no politely and kindly to some people. Like, no, I'm sorry. I can't do that. I've already got this. Stick to your plan. Just say no. So there's 5 tips that are going to help you get more and extract more out of your time this season and next season. All right. Now, I'm going to move on to 5 tips on how to not be a Grinch. I want to add to that. Okay, we talked about it yesterday. 5 ways to not be a Grinch. 1 was to really celebrate the season, extract the joy. 2 was to see the abundance around you. 3 was to understand that gifting is actually serving. 4 was to read a book, right? And number 5 was to evaluate yourself. I'm going to give you 5 more. I'm going to give them to you fast. So I hope you're taking notes. Is Emily Goffler in here? She's a great note taker. Hope you're taking notes. Mike Brockway, are you in here? I hope so. He's a great note taker. You ready? We're going to move fast. All right, number 1, I want you to remember that this season will come and pass. Okay? This season will come and pass. How you treat people this season will last forever. Let that settle in. This season will come and pass. How you treat people will last forever. You want to avoid being the Grinch? Make sure you keep that in mind. Those people that are out there holiday shopping, stealing toys out of other people's carts and stuff and getting all that crazy and walking, stepping on this person, stepping on, selfish mindsets, all of that stuff will last forever. How you treat people will last forever. the season will come and go. Keep that in mind. I don't want you becoming a Grinch. All right, the second thing I want to tell you this morning is make sure you don't outkick your coverage. Okay? You want to avoid being the Grinch? Don't outkick your coverage. And here's what I mean by that. Overspending will lead to stress and anxiety. Okay? Overspending will lead to stress and anxiety unless you're on overspending will lead to stress and anxiety. I don't want you to outkick your coverage. Don't go buying gifts that you can't afford. Don't go buying things for people that aren't necessarily a need. You know, it's all about the experience. You know, they say it's the thought that counts. And in reality, it really is true. It's the thought that you plant in their mind that counts, right? And a lot of times we can do that through experiences. Sometimes a handmade card goes a lot further than a, $400 iPad. You see what I'm saying? So don't outkick your coverage. Spend within your limits. Don't go overboard. Don't set yourself up for failure next year financially when all your credit cards are maxed out. Fair enough? Don't do it. Number 3 thing that I want you to remember to not be a Grinch this year is remember that, well, hold on. I do want to touch on that. I forgot about this. You can outkick your coverage if you're these people. Did you guys see this? There's a company yesterday that handed out $10 million in Christmas bonuses to 198 employees. How about that? $10 million in Christmas bonuses to 198 employees. They hit some targets, some marks. One of the employees was the head custodian, had been there like 20 years, and he got a $200,000 Christmas bonus. So if you're on that team, I guess you can outkick your coverage a little bit this season. I'm okay with it. Number 3. Please understand and know that Christmas comes every year, man. It's always on the calendar. It comes every single year. You don't have to do it this year. If you don't get to it this year, it's okay. It'll be back around next year. It will. My wife, we put the Christmas tree we've always had in our new house. Our new house has huge ceilings. The Christmas tree looks tiny. My wife's like, we need a bigger Christmas tree. I'm like, okay, we do need a bigger Christmas tree, but we've got enough on our plate this year. Let's decorate the smaller tree. We'll get a bigger Christmas tree later. Next Christmas, we'll have the big Christmas tree. All right? We don't need to be adding Christmas to the planners, the bags, the gear, the shopping, the 7 kids, the so on and so forth. Christmas comes every season. Every calendar ever printed, it's already there on the 25th. Don't feel like you got to get it all in this year. And then number 4 is I want you to remember who this season is actually for. It's not for you. It's not for them. It's for him. You want to avoid being a Grinch this year. Remember the gift that you were given, the gift we were all given, that we do celebrate every single year. The gift of Jesus' birth. His birth 2,000 years ago. And what that's done for us? Whoa. That's weird. It's like doing a slideshow thing. Between our morning things sometimes happen on this thing. But anyways, the gift of Jesus Christ. Remember who the season is really for. And then lastly, number 5 is I want you to remember whose you are. You see, you, my friend, are a child of God. The God of the universe, the God that made everything, made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And so this holiday season, you want to avoid being the Grinch. Just remember that you have a Father in heaven who loves you, who cares about you deeply. A Father who understands that the decisions that you make today, they're going to make an impact. They're going to make an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. I mean, golly, you've made a massive impact on me. That's for sure. And I, for one, absolutely love you for it. And I know that he does too. Listen, if you need more episodes like this, you can go to GlennLundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, you can go to GlennLundy.com. If you haven't got your planner yet, go to GlennLundy.com. Have a tremendous, incredible day today. And then come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. Have a great day. See ya.
morning. On my feet before the sunrise. Stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. Hashtag blessed. Write my mission, vision, values, and my gratitude list. I'm building up momentum. I'm making good decisions. I rise, I grind, I get it. Ain't no doubt that I'm committed. Cause who really loses if I don't win? Can't cheat the grind, only get what you put in. So I'm mastering my mentals. I'm focused on my physical. I'm developing spiritually and